What's up, YouTube? It's the Console Samurai with Grown Ups Gaming, and we got our first look at one of the newest superheroes to join the MCU. Doctor Strange will join the MCU November of 2016, later this year, and for those of you who haven't seen the trailer, I'll put a link in the description down below. The trailer looks really good. For those of you who don't know who Doctor Strange is, he's a surgeon, a brilliant surgeon, who, after a car accident, he can no longer use his hands as well, so he can't be a surgeon anymore. And in an attempt to restore his former ability as a surgeon, he travels the world looking for a cure. To make a long story short, he meets up with a supreme sorcerer by the name of the Ancient One, who teaches him all the ways of sorcery, magic, and I think might also train him in martial arts. I know he's a martial arts master, but I don't know if that was part of his training with the sorcerer or if he already knew that beforehand or after. I'm not sure. I do not claim to be an expert on comic books. I have a passing knowledge of most of the more popular ones, so I don't really know all of the details of when he learned everything. I do know that he happens to be one of the most powerful magical entities within all of the Marvel Universe. And that's a very interesting thing because unlike most of the superheroes, he didn't get his powers from a government experiment or being bitten by a radioactive spider or exposure to radiation or super-powered suit of armor or amazing gadgets like in the case of Batman. He wasn't born that way. This was and his powers are very magic based as opposed to everyone else who has super strength or super gadgets or anything like that. He is a very unique superhero as far as the ones I know of. There easily could be more powerful magic based ones, but of the ones I know, he is one of the more powerful ones. And I think that's very interesting. It definitely is a different type of superhero, but the only issue I see with that, the only reason why I'm hesitant, is he is magic based. And so far, we haven't really seen much in the way of magic in the MCU, unless you want to stretch the Infinity Stones and the Tesseract and Mind Stone and all that stuff to actually claim their magic, which I suppose you could. Or they could claim that his magic comes from Asgard, which is a possibility. Or they could just open this whole new realm of magic that we just haven't seen yet. But I think it might be kind of a hard sell to make him feel like he belongs in the MCU. I'm sure he's going to be within Infinity Wars 1 and 2. So I think it's going to be interesting, but I do think it's going to be a bit of a hard sell to make him feel like he belongs. What with him being completely magic-based and that not really being something we've seen at this point. But what do you think? Have you seen the trailer? If you haven't, like I said, I'll put a link in the description down below. Do you think that they'll be able to sell him as a viable member of the MCU, or do you think it's going to kind of fall flat? Either way, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Once again, I'm the Console Samurai, and I'll see you around.